Hello, Brian and Paul. You have presented us with a problem. We will present you our solution. But first, meet our team. It's Fiorella Pomata, Ali Isa, Natalia Pellicer, Nicole Silva, and Regina Mendez. And our solution will help you be on top of the summit. But first, you have to be able to see the mountain. That is why we have redesigned intelligent solutions for your pricing strategies, emotive experiences, and the strategies to compete in the corporate markets.
We began the analysis by looking into Hypersay's current pricing strategy. Initially, the pricing seemed to be divided in two, free or pro. Then 4 more categories came up, each divided into 2 further categories, and the concept of credit also being introduced within them. Not quite sure if they are considered pro options or just something completely distinct. Another tab in the menu, we also find these 2 other options for pro, standard or education. Not to forget, there are 2 types of credits. And acknowledging the pricing strategy is extremely confusing, we thankfully have a frequently asked questions on the pricing page to try to help us out. Quite frankly, very confusing, don't you think? We will suggest some simplifications.
We have a proposition. We found that the best way to transition into a subscription business model is by having 3 paid versions of the service, because the credit system is way too confusing. We base all of our prices on our competitors. Overall, we're much cheaper than them. Now you're probably thinking, how are we going to attract the customers? First version, classes. Here's ideal for K-12 classes. However, it is limited due to the fact that we believe that K-12 will not need certain features. It's a total of £4 per month. Your competitor BCast is charging £10 more for half of the people. The second version is lecture for 200 people. Our service offer has 10% leniency towards the participant number, ideal for higher education and small events, and includes all the features at £76 per month. And the last version is unlimited for big events. This price point should be higher than the other. However, it is solely dependent on the average size of groups that fall into this category and how much it costs to run an event. Since we do not have access to this information, we could only do a rough number. This version has all the features and they can all be used freely. Before committing, there's a 2-week free trial for the second version of the product. After that's over, the next time the client logs in, they'll have to choose one of the packages. As of February, you have £80,000 in your account. In an ideal scenario, for every pound you spend, you should be gaining 3 back. So since you burned 10,000, you should be gaining 30,000. The perfect ratio of 3 to 1. However, in reality, you burn 10,000 and only receive 5,000 back. Therefore, you're losing 5,000 every month with a ratio of 2 to 1. So you're losing half of your money. Out of this 5,000, only 200 comes from Hypersay because you don't have loyal customers. And 8,500 of these 10,000 burns is solely coming from staff payment. Usually in a startup, employees start getting paid in their 3rd year because that's when they start generating profits. And they use the money to invest in the business like advertisements and intangible assets in your case. Suggested to cut back for a short-term change, because if you carry on this way, you're going to be bankrupt by June 2020.
Emotive experience is the core component to creating customer loyalty. It's what differentiates Hypersay from other platforms and makes users come back with much excitement. The first problem was that we couldn't find the official Hypersay logo and colors. We have black, orange, green, and blue. Colors are important because they are sensorial details customers use to associate the brand, especially important in startups. But what is the color association you want your customers to remember? Now, about the website. Consider the importance of the color scheme. It makes association in the customer's minds, creates a first impression, and trust me, you don't want to mess that up. Currently, the website has a black and white theme, which sounds plain and serious, not playful and engaging tools presenters and audience are looking for. We suggest sticking to the same color scheme of the logo that holds some uniqueness and will help create a brand association around these colors. Next, we certainly need to talk about interactiveness. The whole idea behind Hypersay is the interactiveness, but it doesn't apply this concept to its own website. Have movements. Capture the audience and give them the insight they're ready to experience. Give actions to your characters for the video. Create a video with Hypersay's avatars to show your audience what they can do. Experimenting the website, we stumbled across many instances where things with different names had the same meaning, and it just looked like an intellectual maze to figure out. The wording is confusing. For example, when uploading a new PowerPoint, presenters encounter the options prepare with a plus sign. This immediately associates with adding new slides or editing, but it's not the real function. If you create this false expectation on customers, you will disappoint them with features they believe they had. We suggest changing the icon wording to add interactions for your message to be clearly understood. We also suggest taking out complicated functions such as reports and follow-ups. Since it's a new presentation being uploaded, there won't be any data for them anyways. Next, we decided to add features to sincerely respond to audiences' emotions, substituting clapping by thumbs up feature and adding thumbs down features so that the presenters can get accurate feedback and make changes if needed to better attend his audiences in the future. We have also found the organization of the presentations very ineffective, with only some filters to search to the presentation that are only temporarily. To finally clear the visual pollution within the website and simplify things to attend the public, we suggest grouping presentations in folders, with an organization scheme determined by the user. This user, for example, is a medical student and decided to organize his presentations attended by classes. Notice each folder can have more than one author. Through this organization scheme, the presenter can send quick announcements to their previous public, either by sharing new updated research on his presentation or inviting his previous audience to a new talk he will give on a similar topic that they might be interested in. We also highly recommend investing in planning to design a Hypersay app, accessing the touch of your hands through the App Store and Google Play. It is a great way to capture customer loyalty because the app can send direct reminders and notifications to the person's most accessed product, their phones. Corporate market operates in different ways. The American market, on one hand, has always focused on ads and has spent a lot of money in market development. They always try to break into new markets looking for new opportunities and new customers. An example would be the successful way of using coupons. On the other hand, the European corporate market has always focused on advertising locally, not as much with global views of the markets. They don't look forward in spreading their markets to reach new customers. This is why we suggest Hypersay should apply some of these strategies. Implement coupons and promotions, the use of influencers for their customers to maintain their loyalty, and the use of marketing in their product, price, place, and promotion. Every product and service comes with basic expectations. Performance should always be above them, and excitement surprise them. Implementing these features will bring emotive experience between the platform and their users through excitement and adding value to your customers. Excitement is a constant process of renewal because with time, these excitements become expected in the market and companies have to constantly upgrade their products and services. Always prioritize customers. Customer excitement equals customer value.
Furthermore, we sincerely thank you for trusting us with your business. We hope that you consider our solutions for a brighter future at Hypersay.